Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill, Thursday the 27th of October 2022. In today's Mill news, Mason Bennett pinpoints the reason for Mill's improvement. I think it's pretty obvious by now what we all think it is. Let's see what Mason Bennett says. This is from southernnews.co.uk. The Lions are unbeaten since the forward returned to the first team squad at the start of the month. Many Mill fans believe that their side has improved massively because of Gary Rowett's decision to move away from his preferred back five system. The Lions started playing a new 4-2-3-1 formation at the start of October and have been unbeaten ever since, with many players admitting that they believe the tactical tweaks have made a significant difference. Mason Bennett disagrees with this, however, instead highlighting Mill's improved attitude in training and on the pitch in the last 3 weeks. To be honest, I don't think it made much difference, he told me as it did. I can understand that we've got an extra body going forward, but I think it's just about the work ethic. We had some serious meetings about off the ball work, even on the ball. We've got to work harder to sprint, get in positions, and help our mates out. That message is really stuck in our heads. It doesn't really matter what system we play to me, everyone's just got to work incredibly hard. We're that kind of group where we're grafters. In football terms, we graft hard and we grind out results. We've got that real togetherness where we egg each other on, we dig deep when we need to, and that's only healthy for us going forward. While signing quality players is always important, it's clear that it takes a certain kind of personality to play for Millwall. Indeed, Bennett believes that everyone in the current squad has those characteristics, which help them pull together during their tough run of form at the start of the campaign. One of the main reasons why I signed here on loan in the first place is because I had a chat with the gaffer, and he really explained to me about the group. Obviously, I know Piercy. At the time from our Derby days, he knows what kind of change rooms I've been in the past. It's nice to come to Millwall. As soon as I walked through the door, I was made to feel welcome. You want to be nice to people, but you need that nastiness in the group as well, where if someone's not doing something right, dig them out, tell them, and then you get in that change room, and it's all forgotten about. You move on. That's a really positive thing we've got going on in this group. And you can read more from Mason Bennett in this week's Southwark News, where he talks about his recovery from his recent injury, the psychological issues that he faced while isolated from the first team squad, and why no Millwall player ever looks at the championship table. Indeed, well, normally I would understand because we're normally not very good in it. But right now we're doing pretty decent, aren't we? So now, moving on to this from WalesOnline.co.uk. Millwall star Tom Bradshaw is holding on to his Wales hopes, and he'll never give up on it. Millwall striker Tom Bradshaw is the top scoring Welshman in the Championship so far this season, and remains determined to force his way into Rob Page's plans in the future. Well, yes. Such is the nature of timing in football. A door can open as swiftly as it may slam shut. Capitalising on any given situation can require a dramatic upturn in form. It can also need the cruel situation of an injury. For some, it will seemingly take the stars to align. What most who find themselves on the outside all have in common is hope. Just ask Tom Bradshaw. Raised in Tyrone, the striker had to bide his time before gaining his first Wales cap against Ukraine in 2016, just shy of 3 months before Chris Coleman's side embarked on a memorable run to the semi-finals of the European Championships in France. Such was the forward's run of form for Walsall during the 2015-16 campaign. Bradshaw earned himself a place in Coleman's provisional squad for the showpiece event. However, the Shrewsbury-born frontman was rocked by the news that a calf injury sustained during the pre-tournament training camp in Portugal would rule him out of Euro 2016. Well, that's one of my biggest scars in my career, Bradshaw told the Wales Online. Being out with the Welsh lads in Portugal in the warm-up camp before the Euros, to pull my calf out there, even when I felt it, you're kidding yourself when I say, I'm sure it's nothing. I can't do the accent. I had an MRI scan and it confirmed that I would be out for 4 or 5 weeks. So I had to pull out of that then, and obviously what followed, how well they did to get to the semi-finals, it was just crazy. It was really bittersweet to watch, but it was amazing how well they did. I went out to America on holiday and I made sure that every game was on. I was at a coffee house or anywhere showing the game. It was brilliant to watch, but it also had that element that I was just a little bit sick that I could have been there involved in that experience. His 20-goal tally during a memorable campaign with Warsaw had, through no fault of his own, ultimately counted for nothing when it came to wearing the red of Wales on the biggest stage. Such is the turbulent nature of international football, Bradshaw had to wait close to 2 years before earning his next Wales cap, which came in Coleman's final game in charge against Panama. Just 3 days after an experimental side was held to a 1-1 draw by the Minnows at Cardiff City Stadium, Coleman left his post as national team boss to take up the managerial role at Sunderland, leaving Bradshaw and others in limbo. The changing of the guard was inevitable following the appointment of Ryan Giggs as head coach after the failure to qualify for the World Cup in Russia, and 2018 represented a year of huge inconsistency with performances, squad selections and results. Bradshaw, who began his career at Borussia Town, was among those who travelled to China in March 2018, with his most recent cap coming in a 6-0 win over the locals in the China Cup competition. He was included in the squad for a 0-0 draw against Mexico in Pasadena, but did not make it off the bench, and that was to be his last taste of international football, but that hope still burns brightly. I have had some amazing experiences with Wales. The day-to-day training of it all, it's just a great experience, admitted the 30-year-old. I had a great relationship with Chris Coleman, that was the bulk of my call-ups. Ryan Giggs came in, I had a couple of camps after that, and then I don't know whether it was a loss of form or different personnel. I've struggled to get in since, but my relationships with both Coleman and Giggs were really good. Their memories I look back on fondly with. When it's involving your country, for me, I feel like you're picked on merit. It's not something you can question the manager on. There were times when I wasn't picked and I was gutted, but you've also got to respect that they had a vision in their head. It's something you desperately try to get on by playing well for your club and scoring goals. Well, with me, you've got to respect your manager's selection and just keep trying harder at your club to almost force their hand, really. That's what goes through my head when I'm playing, and I just try to score as many goals as I can to impress again, and hopefully get another chance on that stage. Even the most hopeful of players appreciate the need for perspective, and while he certainly wouldn't turn down the place in Rob Page's 26-man World Cup squad, Bradshaw is realistic. But with a Euro 2024 qualifying campaign just around the corner, the Millwall forward believes he could yet add value for his country in the future. He is currently the top scoring Welshman in the Championship, having netted 4 goals so far this term, putting him ahead of young guns such as Swansea City's Ollie Cooper and Wigan Athletics' Nathan Broadhead, who have peace. First of those came in a 2-1 win at Bristol City, and that effort at Ashton Gate was followed up with the first ever career league hat-trick that sunk Watford at the Den. It was a really special day, Bradshaw said of his stunning trio against Watford. It was really up there for me with my debut for Shrewsbury way back in the day when I was 17 and scored twice, making my debut for Wales, coming on against Ukraine, and obviously the hat-trick. Those are probably my top 3 football moments. It's something any footballer just doesn't want to give up on. First and foremost, you're trying to play well for your club, but you're hoping that by playing well for your club, scoring goals and performing consistency, you really hope it catches the eye of Rob Page in the international setup. And that's all you can do. That's all you're in control of, and it's something I'm really pushing to do. And whichever path Bradshaw follows over the coming years, we'll always look back on his involvement in the national setup fondly. Relationships with stars including Gareth Bale, Aaron Ramsey and Joe Allen were developed over a number of years, while a connection was struck with the Red Wall, who are now preparing to embark on a journey to Qatar. It's incredible. You haven't got to look back far to think those were pipe dreams, he said of Wales' World Cup qualification. When the lads qualified for the Euros, that was the first time, and now it was the same with the World Cup, the first time in 64 years. How far the team has come in a relatively short period of time is really incredible. Got a lot of friends who are avid Wales fans, and it's just a really proud fan base. You see that passion in every game, and excitement of it is all brilliant for the country. Time may not be on his side when it comes to spot what will be Wales' first World Cup appearance since 1958, but for Bradshaw, hope remains strong that a door may yet be nudged open to wear the red jersey again before he hangs up his boots. Hear, hear, hear. Indeed. Let's see what the comments say. Oh, there's only 2 comments. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, Tom Bradshaw would be nice to see him at the World Cup. Even if it's just in the squad. There are massive doubts about Gareth Bale, but you think they're going to take him even if he's injured. If he's going to miss the first 3 games, they'll still take him in the hope they get through to the knockout stages and he can play a part. But England have done that in the past, and that's an absolutely stupid thing to do. Bring fit players. Don't bring half-fit players or injured players in the hope that they will get fit. Bring fit players who are in form, and then see what they can do. But anyway, moving on to this from LondonNewsOnline.co.uk. Millwall loanee Alex Mitchell, Danny McNamara played a massive role in my St Johnstone signing. Alex Mitchell has explained that Millwall teammate Danny McNamara played a significant role in his decision to sign for St Johnstone for the season. Mitchell, 21, has excelled in signing on loan with St Johnstone in the summer, playing every game in the Scottish Premier League under former Lions assistant boss Callum Davidson. The former Bromley and Leyton Orient loanee had options to return to League Two, chose to move up to Scotland to play against the likes of Celtic and Rangers. Well, I wonder, was that Leyton Orient? Because they're doing pretty well at the moment, aren't they? They're like top of the table. McNamara was recalled halfway through his season-long loan with St Johnstone in the 2020-21 season and returned and came straight into Gareth outside. Danny was massive for me coming up here. He spoke to me a lot. Mitchell told the South London Press of the role McNamara played, bringing him up to Perth. I went up to him and said, "What's the crack with the club?" And he just explained and said it would be brilliant for me. It worked so well for him, so it was a huge motivation to come to St Johnstone because Danny McNamara did it 2 years ago, and now he's flying in Millwall's first team. A lot of boys have different ways of getting into that first team. Billy Mitchell's done well. He's grafted with the games at Millwall, whereas Danny's gone out on loan and proved himself, and now he's smashing it. There are lots of ways that the gaffer and the coaching staff at Millwall give opportunities to young lads, and it's just up to us to take it. You can see Friday South London Press for an exclusive interview with Mitchell about his start to life at St Johnstone. Yes, and every week you can watch him on BBC iPlayer Sports Scene programme, which is the Scottish Match of the Day, and that's available from Saturday night, unless they're playing on a Sunday, and get the Sunday night version. Now, moving on to this. This happened the other day, I believe, maybe today, maybe yesterday. Millwall's first team players, Jake Cooper and George Saville, attended the Lions sold out Junior Lions Halloween tour on Tuesday the 25th of October. Taking place so it was on Tuesday, but they've just put the story up today. Taking place in a half-term period. The defender and midfielder respectively were present as those in attendance were taken on a tour of SE16 to take questions from the floor, pose for photographs and sign autographs. Furthermore, some outstanding fancy dress was on show. Take a look at our gallery from the tour below. There are a range of stadium tours on sale now. Step into Millwall history today. So yes, here we go. Have a look at that. What's happening? What's cracking on? There they are. There's the trophy cabinet. That's the Wall Talk studio. At the Paul Jiggins sort of media seat. I think that is. The dressing room with all the kits hanging up. Nice. Is that my line there? There's some of the kids in fancy dress. The kid on the left. He's like riding a little troll. That's fun, isn't it? Yeah. Nice. Pretty good stuff there. Jake Cooper and George Saville taking questions. Hopefully he's recovered from his illness and he's not spreading it around. And hopefully he's fit and available for the game on Saturday. He looks alright there, doesn't he? He looks healthy. pretty fit to me. Yeah, there you go. There's a Junior Lions tour. If you wondering what happens, well, there's a pretty decent range of pictures for you to figure out what happens on the tour. Now, obviously, that was a Halloween themed tour. They're not all like that. There are new stadium tour dates on sale. They're doing a lot of these now. Seem to be working well. I think people like them. So you can join Mark Beard for a Legends tour. Yeah, they do a tour with like a former player. You got one coming up with Mark Beard, which is it's today, Friday the 28th. I imagine they probably must still have places left, otherwise they probably say that it's sold out. So there was one today, Thursday. There's one Friday today. If you 11 a.m. you're probably not going to see this in time. And then you've got one on the Thursday, the 10th of November. You got Friday, the 18th of November, Paul Moody, Legends Tour. And then Sunday, the 4th of December, 12 midday before Millwall Sunday lunch with Santa Claus. And they're doing a pre-match tour on the match day. So that kind of what's happening on the match day. What happens is, I don't know if you've ever been to a ground, either this ground or an away ground, gone up there a bit early, just hanging around. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's a hive of activity. Like it's an all-day affair, getting all of this stuff ready and whatnot. So yeah, it's Sunday the 18th of December. Before Millwalls Christmas afternoon tea. What's that? And then Monday the 19th of December, there's a Junior Lions tour, and they've even got ones for January. So if you're looking for like a Christmas gift for a kid, if they're a bit young, they're obviously they go and they're Millwall mad. They probably won't realise how little it costs. Like Junior Lions tour, it's £10 adults, £5 under 16s. So if your kids Millwall mad, they're gonna love that. And it's only gonna cost you a fiver or 15 because you're gonna have to go with them. But there you go. I mean, whereas if they're a bit older, they might not appreciate. They might be a bit too snooty for a bit stuck up. Like teenager, they might be a bit. But yeah. Christmas at the Den. So we saw on the previous page a number of things there going on. And here we go. So Sunday the 4th of December, just over a month away. It's coming on quick, isn't it? Santa Sunday lunch. What is that about? So it's a Christmas roast dinner, but it's on the 4th of December. I suppose. When is that for? Why is that? I suppose. Okay. Oh, on the same day they have the thing Christmas tree of Remember It. So maybe it's for that. But so if you want a roast dinner with, maybe you're going on holiday, or you're not going to be around. Maybe you can't be bothered. Want to get out of the way. Maybe it's like you want to do like a company outing thing. It doesn't say you have to be. It says alongside your friends and family. But I mean, why not bring your work due there? Why not? Sunday the 4th, 12:30 p.m. Christmas tree of remembrance. That's the same date, 4 p.m. That's like a religious thing. Father Owen Beaumont's going to be there. And there's going to be other Christmas carols and stuff. Oh, nice. And then they have, of course, the Junior Lions Christmas party. You have to be a Junior Lion to attend, I believe. And you pay for it, but they give you like a Christmas present. Friday the 16th is the Soul and Motown Christmas party, 7 p.m. to midnight. Sunday the 18th, Christmas afternoon tea at the Den. And it says here Sunday the 19th of December, Junior Lions Christmas Club. I don't think so, because you just put Sunday the 18th. I think that's Monday the 19th. Because obviously Monday, that Christmas week, I'm sure the kids will be on school holidays, so they'll be able to go on Monday the 19th to that Junior Lions Christmas store. So there you go. The club really making an effort to put on events over the Christmas and also tours and whatnot. So plenty of options and different things that you can partake of if you are interested in Christmas presents and whatnot, buying tickets for other people to attend these things. Especially if it's someone who would never pay for this on their own. They would probably be a bit moody about it. Well, they wouldn't bother. They would rather just spend the money down the pub. Buy it for them. Happy Christmas. It's better than a pack of socks and some boxer shorts, that's for sure. Now this is, if you've got money burning a hole in your pocket, this might be more up your street. Millwall's Chairman's Suite is open for business. Millwall Football Club's newly refurbished Chairman's Suite is up and running. Situated in the heart of the Den, the suite offers a private setting for bookings and allows supporters to share the space with fellow guests. The Chairman's Suite package includes unlimited wine, beer, and soft drinks. Whoa! As well as canapes and small plates. But are they unlimited? The way they've worded that makes it sound like they're unlimited as well. But I bet they're not. Attendees will also be able to benefit from padded seating and director's box to watch the match, as well as a team sheet and meal gift for each guest. Furthermore, there will be a chance to chat with ex-players and lounge guests, with a stadium tour and pitchside photo opportunity up for grabs. So here's the post. Look at that neon sign there, exposed brickwork, la di da. Polygon line drawing wall thingy, a plant which may or may not be real by looking at it from here. The drop down exposed what do you call it? Filament lighting, some kind of bush wrapped around table, some scaffolding on a table. Nice. There you go. Look at that old sofa. A fucking sofa. Look at wood flooring. Get it all. There's another plant there on the windowsill that may or may not be real. They got a TV there showing a fucking Gillette advert with Raheem Sterling. Got fucking air conditioning there in the black one. In the roof. It's all. Oh, fucking hell. So yeah, the suite opened for the first time for last Saturday. Visit of West Bromwich Albion in the Sky Bet Championship and is available to purchase as an entire package, a group of 4 or per person. For further information, blah blah blah. Now, I think this is a video. I'm not too sure because it's locked and you can't get on it unless you logged into your Millwall profile, which I'm not. So, but obviously you can call or email about that and make sure you got your credit card on hand because I think you're going to need it. And make sure it doesn't get bounced because here we go. This is the brochure for it. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the club's new Chairman's Suite as we strive to make steps forward on and off the pitch. Then I hope you enjoy the new surroundings and the facilities, one you can make the most of in the weeks and months and years ahead. Thank you for all your ongoing support of this great football club, John Barrelson. So there you go. Look at that. Is that merino wool? Merino wool turtleneck there. Very stylish, John. Very stylish. So there you go. And there's the pictures that we've already seen. Then here's the prices. Here are the prices. £3,200 for 20 people. plus the VAT. Don't forget that. And that includes a private room, canapes and small plates. Unlimited wine, beer, and soft drinks. But the canapes aren't unlimited. Padded directors box seating, team sheet for each guest, meal gift for each guest, the chance to chat with ex-players and lounge guests, a mini stadium tour and pitch-side photo opportunity. They take you down on the pitch and let you have a photo. Lovely jubbly. Nice. And if you want to do that on your jacks or with a friend, it's going to cost you £220 per person for the category A, and it goes down as you go down through category B and C. But that's unlimited drinks. Unlimited wine, beer, and soft drinks. So not the spirits. Unlimited wine. What kind of wine? Is it from Bulgaria? Anyway, unlimited. Unlimited. That's a big word when it comes to free beer. We'll find out how unlimited it really is. But there you go. What do you think of that? And like John Belson said there, like great strides on and off the pitch. Improvements are being made step by step. The team's formation has improved remarkably, and we are actually winning games now by doing this crazy thing where we score more goals than the opposition scores against us. It's fucking insane. It's like incredible stuff. And now we've got this here, this fancy little room where you can get pissed on unlimited wine and beer. What more could you ask for? And the new training ground, which has been improved, but just needs to get going. And yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it? Now, obviously, if you are going to uptake this, and you are going to take on the challenge of unlimited wine and beer, you might come across some Millwall stewards. Now, obviously, Millwall seeking SIA Security Stewards. Now, this is probably one of the worst jobs in the world, I would imagine, as being a steward at a Millwall game. Probably up there with crab fishing in Alaska and shoveling shit in a fucking sewer, being a security steward at Millwall. But anyway, there are people that do it. And now they're looking for more. Don't know if the other ones have run off or what's happening here. So Millwall Football Club is hiring SIA Security Stewards. Join the team to assist in delivering events and experiences for guests. The successful candidates will be working with the event day safety team to identify and report any incident, occurrence, or hazard among spectators, to provide a safe environment for all spectators visiting the den. You will operate as an ambassador for Millwall Football Club and provide a best-in-class service to enhance the fan and customer experience, whilst ensuring safety and security standards are maintained at all times. Closing date for applications is Monday the 21st of November. You must send a CV and a cover letter and complete this application form. So let's have a look at this. What the hell do they want from these people? Fearless, I would imagine, or £14.50 per hour. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? The role includes, but is not limited to, general customer services, monitoring access and egress points, providing information and direction to spectators, directors and guests, ensuring crowd safety plans and procedures are adhered to, reporting any suspicious behaviour to the safety officer, to conduct searches in line with ground regulations, monitoring crowds for distress, overcrowding and disorder, ingress control, ticket validation, accreditation checks and queries, egress control, observing safe egress from areas including emergency evacuation. That's basically when they tell you these stairs are closed, go down the ones in the middle. Like, what? Why do they do that? I don't understand. Reporting and recording details of accidents, irregularities, near misses or incidents. Mr. Den has left the building. Mr. Den is needed in Block 3. Those that know. Responding to incidents as directed, maintaining safe working environments and health and safety management. Right to work documents, a passport or a visa, 2 valid recently dated proofs of addresses. Proven experience in security industry at sporting events. Relative to job description. DBS check. Dress code. Hold a level 2 spectator safety qualification or equivalent, or be working towards this qualification. SIA door supervisor license. So there you go. Excellent communication skills. Experience working in a public event environment necessary. Ability to work unsupervised and unassisted. Security and safety conscious. Show good attention to detail and work well under pressure. Yes, that probably should have been at the top. Work well under pressure. Security guard at Millwall. Jesus. This position, 0-hour contract, and work is offered at all our own games and other events at the stadium and across our other sites. So there you go. Do you know anyone who's stupid enough to want to do that job? And then they've got all this stuff here. So okay, security guard at Millwall. Or security steward, not security steward. Damn, I wouldn't do that for I wouldn't do that for £50 an hour. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.